Some raids across London, and this morning we're going to be hitting about 20 addresses.
It's 5 a.m. in the morning and we're down here with the Metropolitan Police. There's a growing insidious side to the UK's drug trade. This army of police are about to arrest a house full of dealers. They like to strike early before the accused have time to wake up. But these are no hardened criminals, they're teenagers. Sometimes as young as 12. And trust me, getting arrested ain't even the scary part. Many of them have already been raped, beaten, and kidnapped in order to enslave them to run drugs across the country. This exploitative criminal industry is called county lines. There are at least 27,000 teenage drug runners in England who are a part of an industry that generates over $1 billion a year. They groom them with Gucci shotter bags, North Face jackets, and Air Maxes. They find them in broken homes, council estates, and playgrounds late at night. I know because I was recruited myself. Raw! It's been a minute since I've been around here, you know. So at about 14, I was heavily involved in drugs, weapons. This would be the point of where you'd link them to make the exchange. This is the bus stop where the crackhead took my drugs and almost stabbed him. I thought I was gonna make money that would have landed me in a legit space. But all it did was land me in prison. When I was younger, my mum was my biggest support. And I didn't see it as that. I could have been so many things, but I chose to... You know what it was? I chose to give up on myself. I was the problem over 18 years ago. I'm now a part of the solution. Now, I'm a qualified youth worker. It's so big these days that they're even getting runners themselves to recruit their own youngers. This young Middle Eastern refugee, who goes by A, uses a crew of kids to flood every stop on the West Coast main line with crack and heroin. Thanks for speaking with me today.
Yeah, no problem.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
How long have you been involved in drugs running?
For about 3-4 years.
And what got you involved in that?
The money, man.
What is it you do on a day-to-day basis in this lifestyle?
When I wake up, I have to go to the block, show the people, whatever. If I'm hands-on, I get the drugs, and then I start shotting, which is selling them. If I'm hands-off, I get the drugs and I give it to the youngers, and then they start off their day by selling. How
old are these youngers?
Around the age that I started, 14, 15. So
they're kids, basically, so you're putting kids back on to run a system that you first came into?
Yeah.
So when you're putting on these kids at 14, how do you feel and where are you getting these kids from?
I put myself in, I put these kids in my position. When I was their age, I just wanted money, I just wanted to look flashy and that. So some of them don't even have food to eat. So, me putting them on is like, it's a favor for them, you get me?
When you was growing up, did you think you was going to be a drug dealer? Do you think that this was going to be your lifestyle?
No way, I did not think that. I grew up in a war-zone country. I seen dead bodies from the age of, 6, 5, whatever. All I seen was violence. My family didn't have money when they came here, So obviously we lived in a hood, we lived in an estate. And all I seen around me was drug dealers, people getting stabbed up, whatever. So I thought that was the norm.
Can you see yourself leaving this lifestyle?
Yeah. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Even the money that comes in from the lifestyle is dirty money. It's coming from drug addicts and stuff, You can see even feces sometimes on the money that you're getting. It's disgusting. I definitely want to leave it, yeah.
Would you say it's as easy as it is for you to get involved, is as easy for you to leave?
No, definitely not. It comes with a lot of repercussions, but it's doable. And obviously I have to protect myself.
Do you have your weapon on you now?
Not on me, but it's right there.
Wow. That's a big knife.
I know. But I have to do it for safety, innit?
If that stabs somebody, there's not much hope sometimes with those big weapons.
You know, if I was in his position, naked, he would have done the same to me, so why should I think twice about doing it to him?
Where'd you conceal that on yourself?
Put it in.
Wow. Wow. Don't live so fast, you know, there's a lot more life to live. You got a lot of potential, and right about now, you can't even see it for yourself.
The trap, I can use that from now, because I run the line. But it's just the problem is the beef. The things that I do to people, they're not just gonna walk past me and, you know, you're really good.
Yeah, I know, trust me. Everyone says walk away, leave it, but when you get up to do it, something else drags you back into this lifestyle.
Yeah, I have tried to leave it, by the way. After my friend died, I was just like, I'm out. I let everyone know that I'm out. But then I run into people and problems happen. I was with my mum shopping, and these guys tried to stab me and my family. So I had to retaliate, and I just grew from there again.
The wolf you feed is the wolf that gets stronger, innit? But just don't forget where you're coming from and that you had some sort of goals in the beginning.
I still do. I'm gonna leave soon, and I'm gonna use the money to, you know, start something.
I hope so. I hope so.
Thank you.
But yeah, start thinking about the exit out, because this life don't last forever. I'm taken back by him, because when I was talking to him and you look in his eyes, you can see he had no fear. There was like an emptiness in his eyes. I felt really saddened by his choices in terms of carrying a life, how big that Rambo was when I was growing up, and my quality of life. The things that we was doing, going out with friends on the weekend, organising parties and trips. These young people now are organising drugs to be run up and down the country. A knows what he's doing is bad, but because he's so far in it, it's very hard for him to see a way out. And without support, the right support, these young people are just going to keep going through a cycle and a net. A might have his own youngers running for him, but he's still at the bottom of the pyramid. He would have been groomed himself by someone closer to the top. There are at least 1,000 different county line drug routes using children and teenagers to run drugs between big cities and smaller towns. Just one single line has an average profit of $1 million a year. The team was able to get some access with someone called The General. He recruits young people into county lines. The General operates out of a crack user's house. He pays the user in drugs, a widespread system known as cuckooing.
Yeah, man, you always use youngers. A planted thing. It's a pyramid effect. Get me? Like the younger boys, the ones that want to make a little change, they're the ones that are actually at the bottom of the pack. We're living on the council estate. People can't even buy trainers nowadays, so they just see the lifestyle that I live. Nice cars, nice clothes. You know, that money's a real evil. If they owe money to people, then they're having to work it off. If they can't pay it, you know, their family are broke, then we'll take them and they'll have to work for free for 3-4 months. Pay back double what they owe, fat them up, man, just kidnap them and then beat them up, intimidate them, keep them under 24-hour watch, and make them run and work for free. He doesn't stop until the thing is paid off. Until I say it's done, it's done. There's no stopping.
The General shows these kids night tracksuits and Air Jordans, and they think they'll be balling once they make a few trips to the country. But here's the part he doesn't tell them. If you lose the pack, you ain't flossing. You're getting smacked up, and then you have to work for free.
No matter what age you are, they're man enough to take on the responsibility, they're man enough to do the thing, innit? So it comes with a price. If you want to take the risk, then that's down to you.
One of the General's runners have come by to pick up a package.
I got involved when I was about 9, 10. Didn't have a choice. You asked me what occupation wanted to do. I said the dog dealer. He survived life well. It gets good. I need to do things